Opel Blitz, the name given to various light and middleweight trucks built by the German Opel automobile manufacturer between 1930 and 1975. The original logo for this truck, two stripes arranged loosely like a lightning symbol in the form of a horizontally stretched letter, Z, still appears in the current Opel logo. The Blitz name was then applied to the British-made Bedford CF when it replaced the Blitz in certain markets. During the years preceding World War II, Opel was Germany's largest truck producer. The Blitz name, coined in a prize competition, was first applied to the new Opel truck presented in November 1930. As part of the Nazi economy and the German re-armament efforts, the authorities ordered the construction of the Opelwerk Brandenburg facilities in 1935, and through 1944 more than 130,000 Blitz trucks and chassis were produced. The Blitz came with two different engines. The heavier models were equipped with the flathead 61 PS 5-liter petrol straight-six engine from the 1930 GM Marquette. The Marquette engine was replaced in 1937 with a modern overhead valve 75 horsepower straight-six engine also used in Opel Admiral passenger cars. This engine was very similar to Chevrolet engines from the same period, to the point that advancing Allies were able to put disabled Blitzes abandoned by retreating Germans easily back into service using Chevrolet GMC and Bedford parts. From 1939, the Blitz 3.63-ton version was used in large numbers by the German Armed Forces Wehrmacht throughout World War II. Variants included an elongated version and the four-wheel drive Blitz A. To cope with the bad road conditions and the Rasputitsa mud seasons on the Eastern Front, a half-tracked Maultier version was built using tracks and suspension from Panzer I tanks, which was nearly identical in mechanics to that of the British Universal Carrier. Among other roles, these were used as service vehicles for the Messerschmitt Me 323 military transport aircraft. The light basic model was manufactured as Blitz 2.5 in Rüsselsheim until 1942 and again from 1946, equipped with the 55 horsepower Opel Super 6 engine. On August 6, 1944, the Opelwerk Brandenburg was devastated by an RAF air raid. Until the end of the war, about 2,500 Blitz 3.6 trucks were built by order of Minister of Armaments Albert Speer at the Mannheim plant of the rival Daimler-Benz company, while production of its own Mercedes-Benz L3000 model had to be discontinued. After the war, the facilities in Brandenburg were completely dismantled at the behest of the Soviet military administration, while Daimler-Benz in Mannheim resumed building the Blitz 3.6 under the designation L701 until 1949. The last 467 medium trucks were again assembled by Opel in Rüsselsheim until production finally discontinued in 1954 without a successor. It is claimed that Opel used forced labor to build the Blitz. The degree of control that General Motors in the US had over Opel at the time is subject to debate, but by production numbers alone, it is evident that Opel was heavily involved in production of trucks and other equipment for the Nazi war machine. After the end of the war, with the Brandenburg plant dismantled and transported to the Soviet Union, and 47% of the buildings in Rüsselsheim destroyed, former Opel employees began to rebuild the Rüsselsheim plant. The first post-war Blitz was completed on July 15, 1946 in the presence of United States Army General Jeffrey Keyes and other local leaders and press reporters. The new model retained the pre-war chassis with the straight-six petrol engine. Opel remained the market leader for light trucks despite strong competition, especially by the newly designed 1955 Mercedes-Benz L319 model and the Ford FK series, as well as Hanomag and Borg Ward vans.